Hi, it's David here from HORAGE. Today we're going to be looking at a watch in our range, the Lensman 2 Globe, our world timer. We're going to go through the specifications of the watch and, more importantly, how to set up the time and the different GMT functions, including the world timer. What we won't be getting into is the full details of how to use a world timer. Check this video here, click on the link, that gives you a full video about how a world timer is used and works. Let's have a look at the technical specs of this watch. The case is constructed from two main materials, grade 5 titanium and hardened aluminium, or aluminum for our American friends. This polished area, the exoskeleton, the bezel, the crown and the case back are all in grade 5 titanium. This black area here is the hardened aluminium. It makes for a very light, easy to wear watch. It's under 10mm in thickness at around 9.9mm and 39mm in diameter. Water resistance is 5 atmospheres or 50 meters. Absolutely fine for washing your hands or the odd splash you may get in the kitchen. Not the best watch if you want to be using it in water. There's many more models within our range, such as the Moleskine or the Super Seed, with 200 meters of water resistance that are perfect for those activities. On the dial of the watch, we have the bezel, with lots of city names indicating all the major time zones around the world. We have a center seconds hand. We have the hour hand, the minute hand, and we have our home time hand. This indicates the time on this 24-hour indication that you can see on this inner bezel. That is, of course, one rotation per day. We will set this time to wherever you live or your home time. The GMT function is activated via this jumping hour hand. So when you're traveling, let's say you go on vacation, you can jump this hour hand to whatever the local time where you currently are on the planet using this feature. Of course, all functions are operated via the crown. The crown has 3 positions. Position 0, when it's against the case. You also use this position for winding the watch manually to add power to the mainspring. The first click out, position 1, is used for making adjustments to the GMT. The second position is where we will make adjustments to the time. When we pull the crown to the second position, the second hand will stop, or hack, to allow for accurate time setting. Of course, when we do this, we want to make sure we stop the second hand at the 12 indicator. The Lensman 2 Globe is powered by our K2 micro-rotor. This offers 72 hours of power reserve. It also has a full silicon escapement. That is, the silicon hairspring, the escape wheel and the pallet fork. That gives great anti-magnetic properties. It's a COSC certified caliber. That means -4 plus 6 seconds per day accuracy, amongst the most accurate watches available in the world today. It's also the 3.2mm version of our movement. The micro-rotor is tungsten with a rhodium plating on this watch. The strap on the watch is a woven rubber strap. It comes in a variety of sizes, so when you're ordering one, make sure you do choose the correct size for your wrist. It also comes with a deployant clasp, meaning that if you do bump it open, it's not going to fall off your wrist. The strap itself is also quick release. You can see the little quick release nubs here. That means if you decide to change out the strap for something of your own favour, you can do this very easily without tools. The lug width on this watch is 20mm, a very standard size, meaning there's lots of strap options that you can choose to fit to this watch if you so desire. Let's now move on to how to get the watch up and running. The first thing, of course, is to make sure there's enough power in the mainspring, enough wind in the watch to allow it to be running. As you can see in this watch, the second hand is moving, which of course means there is already some power in the watch. If the watch hasn't been worn for a period of time, over 72 hours, of course the mainspring will have fully unwound. In this case, we need to manually add some power to the mainspring using the crown. Very easy to do so using the crown. In position 0, we turn in an upwards direction, or clockwise if you're looking at the crown. We would recommend around 30 to 40 turns of the crown if it's not running to make sure there's enough power added to the mainspring to move on to the next set of instructions. So as you can see, we've now added power using the crown, the seconds hand is running, and what we now need to do is of course set the home time. We want to set the home time on the 24-hour scale, indicated by this yellow hand. We of course need a reference time to do this. There's lots of options for this. You can use your computer. I use an app on my phone. Any time source that gives hours, minutes and seconds is perfect. As you can see, it's just coming up for 58 minutes past 4 in the afternoon. The first thing we have to do on the watch is stop the seconds hand at the 12 marker. We do this by pulling the crown to position 2 as it reaches 12. So as we can see, I've now hacked the watch with the seconds hand stopping at 12. We're coming up for 58 minutes past 4. We move the hand round and you will see the yellow hand moving, and we get that round to 4:58. So we're now coming up for 1600 here, 4, and 58 here, and then we wait for the countdown to hit 58 and push the crown fully home. The watch is now running, and on this inner bezel with the yellow hand, we're showing our home time at 4:58. We now need to set the local time. Of course, it may be that where you are is the same as your home time, so home and local time can be the same. In this case, we need to jump the hour hand to 4 o'clock. We do this by pulling the crown to position 1. As we do this, you will notice the second hand is still running, meaning that timekeeping is continuing in an accurate manner. By turning the crown upwards, you will see that the hour hand is now jumping in 1 hour increments. We move this round to 4 o'clock, and we can see that we're now at 4. We need to go 1 more hour because we're coming up to 5. So we're now at 4:59 showing on the local time and 4:59 showing on the home time. That's because the watch is in the same location and the time is the same in both locations. We then, of course, remember to push the crown fully home to ensure its water resistance. That's how simple it is to set up the time both for local and home time. As we see, we're coming up to just before 5 o'clock. We're indicating just before 5 o'clock on the local time and also on the home time. Let's now move on to what we would do if we were travelling and want to use a GMT functionality. Let's say, for example, we decide to go on vacation, and where we're going on vacation, the time is 2 hours ahead of what your home time is. As we discussed previously, we've set up both the home time and the local time to where we are now, but we're travelling to a location where the time is 2 hours ahead of our current time. To do that, very simple. Again, on the watch, pulling the crown to position 1. This puts us into the adjustment phase of the GMT. We want to jump the hour hand forward 2 hours. So 1 hour, 2 hours. And then, of course, remember, push that crown home again to position 0. So we can now see on this watch that our home time has not changed. It's still showing on 5 o'clock, but we can now see that our time where we are, i.e. our local time, is at 7 o'clock, or just coming up for 1 minute past 7 o'clock. It's as simple as that. Very easy to adjust your GMT and your home time. Of course, when you get back home again, using the same features, you can pull the crown to position 1 and rotate the hour hand round to whatever your local time is. That, of course, will align with your home time because both are the same. So it really is as simple as that. Very easy to set up the watch so that you can utilise it for telling the time both at home and your local time wherever you happen to be. Another use case may be that you have a relative in another area of the world and you want to track the time there. You can, of course, use that functionality to do the same. Thanks very much for watching this video. If you want to find out more about HORAGE, please visit our website, www.horage.com. We also have concierge around the world who can help you out in your local markets. There'll be a QR code coming up towards the end of this video. Simply scan it and you can add yourself to our WhatsApp community. It will automatically put you in contact with the nearest representative or concierge in your local market. You can talk to them if you want to see some of our watches or engage with them. Of course, if you own any of our watches and need any assistance with servicing and such like, please also reach out to your local concierge. Thanks for watching this video, and please do tune in for other videos that we have on our YouTube channel.